Hello and welcome back to Johnnie Bennie Campus News, your go-to channel for updates on campus life and events. I'm Ben Bugbee.
And I'm Daisha Gray. Let's get right into this week's episode. This week we had the privilege of sending some of our team members to the Mayor Candidate Forum in Goreski last night. At this event we got to see a panel of the mayor candidates with questions from our very own CSB SJU students. Let's take a look back at last night's event.
Hi there, I'm Ben Bugbee, and it is a joy to be in a room that's just filling up minute by minute for the mayoral forum here in St. Joe. As has been stressed throughout the past several weeks, the mayor of St. Joe is having the first open position for the past 20 years, and St. Ben students and those off-campus students from St. John's have the ability to shape this election. Today we're going to talk with some students as well as the candidates themselves, engaged their thoughts, their ideas, and their vision for the future. And you touched on connecting, and you touched on this a little bit tonight, but how do you see that relationship continue to evolve and hopefully grow under your potential tenure as mayor between St. Joe and the College of St. Benedict?
Yeah, I've said it before. I don't have all the answers. And again, when you do, what do? They inevitably change. And to be able to partner with the college, again, most people sometimes I've heard that there's a divide, right? St. John's and St. Ben's aren't a part of the city. They're separate, but they're not. And with having the cohesiveness now with one president, President Brees, he's bringing the colleges together as not just two separate colleges, but one. Even though you have two separate campuses, you both go to different campuses. You come to St. Ben's, right? St. Ben's students go to St. John's. You are one college, even though it is a men's college and a women's college. And so with the city, we need to embrace you. This is an amazing institution, both of them. We have had amazing people come out of here and graduate from here that have not only contributed to our city, but to society. And we need to continue that partnership and have open dialogue and value you just as much as hopefully you value us.
Thank you for that. We won't take any more of your time this evening. It's been a pleasure to watch the debate unfold and give community members the information they need as we approach election night. Now I'm joined with Bob Loso, who is running to be the next mayor of St. Joe. We find it interesting at St. John's and St. Ben's. How do you find, as mayor, that distinctive line between the city of St. Joe and the College of St. Benedict, and working with both the community members along with the campus itself?
Well, you're always going to have the backstory of the town and gown. Always, no matter depending on who you talk to, some not, some won't. Most of the people that lived here for a long time have it. And as far as dealing between the colleges and the city, it's just a matter of sitting down, talking, and compromising, educating each other on what's really going on.
Yeah.
Because we don't always know what's going on with each other.
Yep.
Communication.
Absolutely. We look across our diverse community here at St. John's and St. Ben's and the relationship that particularly St. Ben's has with the community here. How do you continue to foster that and then also find the common ground when you're working with community members at large?
Sure. A lot of us city representatives on city council, the mayor, our people at the city staff, city hall, our personal information like our cell phone, our address, it's online. So people contact me constantly. And when I get an email, a phone call, I answer that. I don't leave it unread. I don't ignore emails. We need to have a constant dialogue. This isn't a party lines thing. This is a city thing, a family thing. We need to just communicate and work together.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you to those that are watching at home. Thank you.
And what a great night it was, Daisha. It was an honor to be there, and more importantly, I want to thank all who came out to this event to learn why participating in local elections is so critically important. Now, to learn more about those candidates and what their vision is for our community, the community of St. Joe, visit the online voting website. And further, remember to get out and vote. Voting is just a little under 2 weeks away, and we encourage everybody to dive in to all that's happening in our communities. Make sure to get out and vote.
Let's switch gears and send it to Chloe and Olivia to give us the inside scoop on Johnnie and Bennie Sports.
Welcome back to Sports Roundup. This week, we will take a look at how CSB and SJU soccer are doing as MIAC playoffs are approaching and check in on swim and dive.
We will also take a look at the start of CSB hockey season and finally get a preview of SJU football, who comes back home for family weekend.
Bennie soccer celebrated a win over St. Scholastica 5-2 on Tuesday night. Senior Allie Voss recorded 2 goals, raising her season total to 9 goals and also tallied an assist. Sophomore at CSB, Summer Siemens, scored her first 2 goals and had an assist. Senior Sydney Burns scored CSB's 3rd goal that put them ahead of St. Scholastica 3-2 just before halftime. CSB has a quick turnaround, gearing up for St. Olaf away on Saturday at 1 p.m.
Johnnie Soccer faces St. Scholastica in a midweek game this week after securing a 4-1 win over Wisconsin River Falls on Monday.
Sophomore Andrew Pitzner gave SJU an early lead 3 minutes and 30 seconds into the game.
St. John's had 4 different players scoring a goal. Freshman Matt Holmes recorded a goal, as well as junior Carter Hermanson and junior Connor Drong.
SJU will play their 3rd game of the week in Northfield at St. Olaf at 3:30 p.m.
CSB Hockey opens their season this weekend with 2 exhibition games, playing University of Minnesota club team on Friday in St. Cloud and then traveling to Duluth to face St. Scholastica on Saturday. The Bennies have a strong returning roster, and it will be exciting to see how they do this season.
CSB SJU swim and dive dominated at the Minnesota Morris Duel last week with a 152-70 victory for CSB and a 182-40 win for SJU. SJU senior Eli Grabinski and junior Braden Slavic were both named MIAC Men's Swimming Dive Athletes of the Week after their success at Minnesota Morris. Both teams get ready for a meet at McAllister on Saturday, starting at 1 p.m. in St. Paul.
Finally, SJU football hosts Family Weekend on Saturday. They face Gustavus Adolphus at 1 p.m.
Even with the win, 48-7 last week, Johnnie football collectively has some things that they want to improve on.
Senior quarterback Aaron Severson said he felt a little disappointed even after recording some impressive stats. Severson said, offensively, especially in that first half, it wasn't anywhere near where we wanted it to be.
I'm excited to see the Johnnies back at home, so get out and enjoy Family Weekend.
Let's look at what the weather looks like for this weekend. Starting off with Friday, we are looking at a high of 56 degrees and a low of 29. It should be a sunny day with 13 miles per hour winds. Moving over to Saturday, the 26th, the high is set to be 57 with a low of 39. It's projected to be partly cloudy with south winds coming in at about 9 miles per hour. Finally, Sunday is a mostly sunny day with a high of 63 degrees and a low of 48. It should have south winds at 10 miles per hour. Thank you for tuning in to this week's Weekend Weather Report. Back to you, Ben and Daisha.
Thanks as always to Chloe and Olivia for giving us another sports rundown. And to all of our athletes, keep up the good work.
That's right, Daisha. We look forward to Family Weekend this weekend and hope that all of you are able to get out and enjoy the tremendous Johnnie football game. Now, let's throw it over to Connor and Aaron to give us a rundown of the events happening this weekend during Family Week.
Thanks, Ben and Daisha. Let's take a quick look at what's happening this week on our campuses.
This Friday, October 25th, CSB SJU will be sending students to the Government and Nonprofit Career Fair. This career fair allows government and nonprofit agencies to meet with candidates and alumni from the 30 participating Minnesota four-year colleges and universities, as well as participating regional colleges.
There is no cost to attend this fair. The fair will include more than 90 employees recruiting from all majors. The event is from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Kauffman Memorial Union in Minneapolis. Transportation is available from CSB SJU to the U of M, leaving CSB at 9:30 a.m. Find the registration link at CSB SJU Handshake.
This weekend, we are super excited for Family Weekend. Starting off the festivities on Friday night, there will be Family Weekend Choral Showcase. Performing groups include Chamber Choir, directed by Dr. Brad Miller, Men's Chorus Choir, also directed by Dr. Brad Miller, and Women's Choir, directed by Sue Zemlin. This showcase will take place from 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. at CSB in the Benedictine Arts Center's Escher Auditorium.
This Saturday, there will be another Intro to Study Abroad session for those interested in the Direct Learning Commons Room 381 at SJU from 10:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Intro to Study Abroad sessions are your way of discovering the global learning opportunities available at CSB SJU. Bring your family for Family Weekend to explore study abroad programs, tap into resources from the Center for Global Education, and get all of your study abroad questions answered. This Saturday, we also look forward to the family weekend Wild West Throwdown Hoedown. This fun family event will be at the CSB Mall in the Clemens Fieldhouse and Heian Campus Center from 2 to 5 p.m.
There will be a mechanical bull, a cattle roping game, bouncy pony rides, inflatable axe throwing, and a photo booth. There will also be a Stuff a Critter station and cowboy/cowgirl hat decorating for you to enjoy. We also look forward to the great food, including a caramel apple bar, a mini donut stand, and popcorn and cotton candy machines as well.
Thank you for tuning into this week's Need to Know News. We'll be back with you next time. Back to you, Ben and Daisha.
Thank you to Connor and Aaron for keeping us updated on what's happening here on our campuses. We hope that you're able to get out and about and take advantage of some of these fun events this weekend. Further, a reminder to students that registration is coming up first thing in November. Make sure to make a meeting with your advisor to get any of your scheduled questions answered and out of the way. More importantly, you need that registration PIN to start the registration process.
And finally, as we approach election season, we would love to give you a rundown on your voting options as CSB SJU students. For CSB students living on campus, the polling location is at Heritage Hall, St. Joseph Church. If you have not previously registered, there will be same-day registration available. Make sure to bring your student ID. A shuttle will be providing transportation from Goretzky to Heritage Hall from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Further at St. John's, students are able to vote right on campus, heading over to the Great Hall to cast your ballot with the decision of 2024.
With that, we wrap up another episode of Campus News. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Your ongoing support is crucial, so make sure to let your friends know where they can stay up to date with the latest on Johnnie Bennie Campus News, and be sure to check out our Instagram at CSB_SJU_JB Media.
We appreciate your viewership. Join us again next week for the latest in campus updates, noteworthy news, and upcoming events.
As always, I'm Ben Bugbee.
And I'm Daisha Gray.
We wish you a happy family weekend, and we hope to see you next time. Thank you.